Hey, I'm Steven and this is Solving the Money Problem. If you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So, Tesla is about to go crazy. In this video, I'll be discussing the final few months of 2021, why they are so significant for Tesla, and what to expect. Plus, as an extra special bonus, we get to see Tesla's smartest bear get completely owned. In fact, why not get straight into watching Tesla's smartest bear score a huge own goal? And in the spirit of having a little bit of fun with today's bear, I thought I'd also wear a shirt that's one or two sizes too small, maybe give you guys a little bit of a hint. Can you guys guess who I'm talking about? That's right, Gordon, the class clown Johnson. If only I was as swole and sharp dressed as Gordon, and that is a genuine compliment, by the way. The guy always looks $1 million, the suspenders, the pinstripes, the pocket squares, and of course, he's a man mountain as well, so got to give credit where it's due. But hey, if I'm being honest, I'd rather have a mullet, not shave too often, and actually understand Tesla. So, Tesla's smartest bear recently ran a poll on Twitter trying to ascertain the demand, the interest in certain electric vehicles. Obviously, this is part of his diligence, his research process, and it's good to see Gordon Johnson testing the waters, trying to understand how many consumers out there are interested in this electric vehicle or that electric vehicle. The poll has since been deleted. I'm not sure what the reason would be behind that. It seemed like a good piece of valuable research to discuss. But in either case, lucky for me, I just so happened to receive 1 or 2 or 25 DMs pointing out this poll and happened to take a screenshot just in case it did end up being deleted, and funnily enough, that's what happened. So, here's the poll, before it was deleted, from Gordon Johnson. What EV would you buy if you had to make one choice? Option A, Lucid Air 520 mile range car. Interesting that the range is included there, but hey, won't judge. Or B, Tesla Model 3/Y/S/X, or Ford F-150 Lightning, or the Audi Turd. e-tron, steaming pile of shit. What's it called? I can't remember the e-tron. Lucid Air receiving 4% of the votes, the Tesla range 88% of the votes, the Ford F-150 Lightning 3%, and the Audi steaming pile of shit 5%. Probably not the result Gordon was hoping for, although in fairness, I'm sure that this got passed around to many Tesla fanatics who decided to vote in the poll. That has no doubt skewed the results, but there is actually something in that. The very fact that this would happen probably indicates the strong fandom, the fan base, the interest, the army of fanboys and fangirls supporting this company, which in and of itself is actually a very bullish point. And speaking of Tesla and bullish points, it's now time to discuss why Tesla is going to go crazy in the final months of 2021. If you love crypto, stocks, and free stuff, or just want to help out the channel, check out these great offers. BlockFi are launching the world's first Bitcoin rewards credit card. People in the US can earn 1.5% Bitcoin back on every purchase with no annual fee using the BlockFi Bitcoin rewards credit card. Check out the link in the description. And for a limited time, you can get up to $250 in crypto bonuses when funding a new account on BlockFi, where you can use cryptocurrency to earn interest, borrow cash, and buy or sell crypto. If you want your free crypto, use the link in the description. And if you'd like up to 2 free stocks, check out the link in the description to WeBull. If you open a new account, you'll get 1 free stock valued up to $300 just for opening an account. And if you make an initial deposit of $5 or more, you'll get a second free stock valued up to $2,000. Seriously. Free stocks? Yes, please. And finally, if you're in Australia, the UK, or New Zealand, you can get a free stock with stake, also linked in the description. Thanks so much for your support, guys. Let's get back to it. So, reason number 1 that Tesla is going to go crazy in the final months of 2021, Tesla is already sold out of all production for the entire fucking year. Here we are over on the Tesla US order page, and we can see the Model S estimated delivery times now, if you make an order now, March to April. Let's think about this. What month are we in now? September. Ready? Let's count. October, November, December, January, February, March. That's already 6 months. Maybe April. Up to 7 months, okay? Model S is sold out in the US for the next 6 to 7 months. Please don't tell the Tesla Q dum-dums who still believe somehow that there's no demand. But maybe the Model S is an anomaly. Oh, spoiler alert, it's not. Here's the Model X. Again, estimated delivery time March to April 2022. 6 to 7 months. It's sold out for 6 to 7 months. But hey, these are the low volume, ultra premium, high-end luxury Teslas. What about the mass market vehicle, the Model Y? Oh, fancy that. Estimated delivery March 2022. Again, sold out for the next 6 months. The only anomaly in the entire range of Teslas is, I hate to say this, but the vehicle that honestly doesn't even need to exist anymore. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's true. The Model 3, estimated delivery times in December this year, if you're lucky. Now, let's be honest, let's talk about this for a little while. Let's be honest here. Why on earth would anyone buy a Model 3 when they can buy a Model Y? Serious question. In my opinion, the Model Y is a better version of the Model 3. It's almost the same price, has almost the same performance in terms of range, top speed, acceleration, etc. Yet it has far more storage, therefore it's much more functional. And because of the slightly higher mass, it means you're a little bit safer in the event of an accident. And please don't be that moron in the comment who tries to argue with the laws of physics, okay? The more massive the object, everything else being equal, the safer it is, the end. For most consumers out there who have typical taste in vehicles, your requirements for a vehicle are almost the inverse of a girlfriend. What I mean by this is if they cost about the same and they perform about the same, and one is a little safer, aka you're less likely to end up injured or dead, most consumers would prefer a more massive vehicle because A, it's safer, and B, there's more storage, it's more functional, and of course the opposite is generally true for a girlfriend. Of course, some people have their own preferences, but the point I'm making here is the cost is almost the same, the performance is almost the same, but one of these vehicles has a hell of a lot more storage, and it's a bit safer in the event of an accident. Makes sense that most people are going to lean towards this. This is one of the reasons why Elon Musk believes the Model Y will sell more than the Model S, 3 and X combined, and I completely agree. Oh, and please let me know in the comments below if you got it all triggered by my analogy. That was kind of the point. Next, we're going to be talking about the truly insane volumes of vehicles that Gigafactory Shanghai is currently producing. You see that number on screen there? Allow me to quote for those who are just listening along. Tesla sold 44,264 China-made vehicles in August. Now, if you happen to suck at math, like I do, time to whip out the calculator. So, what we're going to do is take that monthly figure and just multiply that out by the remaining 4 months of this year, including September, then October, November, and December, see where we end up. Potentially 177,000 vehicles out of China, assuming production volumes don't continue to increase month over month. We take off 1 month of production there. The final quarter of the year, Q4, a conservative estimate just in terms of China production, could be 133,000 vehicles. Just as a reminder, in Q2 2021, the most recent quarter we have available information, Tesla delivered just over 200,000 vehicles, and Shanghai alone in Q4 could account for over 130,000. Maybe in total we're looking at 250, 260 plus thousand vehicles delivered in the final quarter of the year. And one final way to look at this, if we multiply that monthly amount by 12, we're looking at an annualized rate of production coming out of Shanghai of well in excess of 500,000 vehicles per year. Not bad. So worst case scenario, Tesla delivers around 870,000 vehicles for the full year 2021, just from Fremont and Shanghai. But wait, what about Berlin and Austin? So here we are looking at my delivery estimates from Tesla all the way out until 2031 over the next 10 years. This is my base case. I have a small amount of production, just under 10,000 vehicles coming out of both Berlin and Austin for a total of around 885,000 vehicles delivered. But this is a big wild card. In my bull case, I have over 900,000 vehicles delivered, almost 20,000 coming out of Berlin and Austin for the full year. I'm trying to be as conservative as I can, even in this bull case. It's possible there's more volume, but I don't want to count on it yet. The point here isn't that there may or may not be production out of Berlin and Austin or what the exact numbers will be. But the point is that nobody on Wall Street is anticipating any deliveries from either of those factories in 2021. Any deliveries whatsoever will be a massive surprise to the upside. At the beginning of the year, I had previously estimated that Tesla would smash their deliveries for 2021 and do well in excess of 1 million vehicles delivered for the full year. The problem is, I didn't forecast a few unexpected hiccups. My mistake, I do have an optimism bias, but I wasn't expecting Tesla to get f***ed while they were sleeping twice. Once from a huge global chip shortage that has massively reduced their volumes, and second from the bureaucracy and red tape in Germany, shout out to my German friends, that's held up the Berlin factory by 6 months. The good news is that Tesla is on the cusp of beginning deliveries from both of these new factories and massively expanding their total production capacity, and this is an extremely bullish end to 2021. Tesla's Q3 results will crush all of their previous records. Everything that matters, absolutely destroyed. Production, deliveries, revenue, blah, 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 all of it, crushed. And then the same thing happens again in Q4. And any vehicles produced and delivered from the Berlin and all the Austin factories are just a massive bonus. But wait, there's more. We're talking about FSD beta wider rollout. A quote from Elon Musk on Twitter. Good feedback from FSD beta 10 users. 10.0.1 release rolling out now. 10.1 rolls out a week from Friday with a beta request button. In other words, anyone can request to download the beta. This is a very significant milestone for Tesla. At the moment, only 2,000 beta testers actually using the software. This is a good but very small sample. Widely rolling this out means a massive increase in the amount of high quality data and therefore a massive increase in the performance of this software. The robo-taxis are coming. And Elon clarifying as to whether or not everybody who uses the request button will get access to the beta. Elon saying, beta button will request permission to assess driving behavior using Tesla insurance calculator. If driving behavior is good for 7 days, beta access will be granted. Now, I want to talk about this in a little bit more detail. I don't think the mainstream media is going to understand the significance of any user who has a Tesla being able to request access to the full self-driving beta software. I think some analysts on Wall Street may start to understand the implications, but let me tell you guys and girls in no uncertain terms. This is the last step before wide rollout of Tesla's full self-driving software. They are much closer than I think most people realize to solving autonomy. And yes, there are still many edge cases, but you have to understand there's only 2,000 people today actually using the latest build of the beta software. Once this scales by 1 or 2 orders of magnitude to 20,000, then to 200,000 users, the data floodgates open, Tesla's flywheel really gets into motion, the data comes in, the neural networks are trained, the software gets better over and over and over. Tesla gets a massive number of edge cases coming in, they can train on those using their simulators, search for other examples from the fleet, and continue to iterate this software at an ever-increasing rate. I think a lot of people have this perception, it's going to be a long time before autonomy is solved, but I don't think like that. It's going to be a lot of data before autonomy is solved. The more people with access to this software, the more data Tesla gets, the better the software gets, blah, 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 blah. For those of you who don't know, FSD Beta was like a complete rewrite of the software. Tesla realized with their previous approach, they were reaching a local maximum, they'd never solve autonomy in a reasonable time frame. So they had to rebuild the thing from the ground up. This is the point where Tesla opens the data floodgates and we start to see this software improve at an exponential rate. And I honestly don't believe that most stock investors out there, most analysts and most of the mainstream media are ready to see just how fast this software goes from decent in most situations and terrible in some to great in almost every situation to superhuman in every situation. So just a quick recap. Everything sold out for months, maybe 6+ months. Insane. Crazy production volumes coming out of Shanghai, gonna blow away expectations. Q3 crushes every record ever, then Q4 crushes all of those records. Tesla's insane profitability and incredible margins become even more evident in Q3 and Q4. Deliveries commence from 2 new factories, Berlin and Austin. And finally, Tesla increases by 1, maybe even 2 orders of magnitude the number of people in the FSD beta program and the data floodgates open. It's going to be a crazy end to the year. Let me know in the comments below what you're most excited for. Record-breaking Q3 and then another record-breaking Q4, deliveries commencing from Austin and Berlin, wider rollout of FSD beta, or something else. I'm Stephen Mark Ryan. This is Solving the Money Problem, and I love you all. And don't forget the BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards credit card, where you can earn 1.5% Bitcoin back on every purchase. There's a link in the description. You can also earn up to $250 in crypto bonuses when funding a new account on BlockFi, also linked below. And finally, don't forget your free stocks with WeBull and Stake, also linked in the description. These great offers also help out the channel. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And of course, if you have any ideas for future videos, let me know. I read all your comments. P.S. If you're still watching, you're awesome. If you'd like early access, exclusive videos, regular Q&As, our private Discord server and more, consider supporting the channel at patreon.com/solvingthemoneyproblem so I can keep creating content for you guys. There's a link in the description. You can now also become a member of the channel for some exclusive perks. To learn more, click the join button next to subscribe. And don't forget to check out our merch store. Either way, the best form of support is you being here and watching, so thanks again.